Yo everybody, what's going on? Matt here and welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to be kind of doing a ranking thing where, IGN has the best track kind of duel kind of thing where you get to pick one track or the other, and I'm going to do that. So, I'm pretty sure this is a thing where every track can face off, I believe. So, yeah, our first choice is either Cheap Cheap Falls or Crown City, and honestly I prefer Cheap Cheap Falls just a little bit more in general. So we're gonna continue playing this, see how this goes. So we did one. So let's zoom back into here. Cocoa Mountain or Whistletop Summit. I'm not a huge fan of Whistletop, to be honest. But I do like Cocoa Mountain. It's just such a different kind of track. It doesn't even feel like Cocoa Mountain. And honestly, like, when I first saw it, like, what the track actually looked like, I was genuinely shocked. Like, it did not look like Cocoa Mountain at all. It's like a factory, like, not a factory, but it's just like a construction site mixed with, like, a mountain. And it's just so cool to look at and play on. So, definitely Cocoa Mountain. Ooh, this is tough. Dino Jungle or Airship Fortress. I do like Dino Jungle, but I think Airship Fortress plays more just a little bit. But that's not saying I don't dislike Dino at all. So I gotta choose Airship here, probably. This is the first week impressions I have with this game, by the way. I might do this again next year for the 1-year anniversary of this game, but for right now this is my day 1/week 1 kind of like ranking of the tracks. So we got Mario Circuit versus DK Spaceport. I do like the premise of DK Spaceport, and I do like the premise of Mario Circuit as well. They have all the SNES tracks combined together into one, but it feels kind of like small and clunky. Not clunky necessarily, but just like everything's like all smushed together. It's like a cool premise, I enjoy it, but even though DK Spaceport is kind of like just driving straight sometimes and tricking, I guess I'll choose that one. Mario Circuit, Shy Guy Bazaar. I don't really particularly like Shy Guy Bazaar in this game, to be honest. It's not saying I don't like it, but I don't know, just like some of the turns are just like a little wonky, and the little patch then like requires like an actual mushroom. In Mario Kart 7, the last turn didn't really require you to use a mushroom at all, but Mario Circuit, pretty good for a basic track, for like the first track in the game, so I think yeah, I would choose that one. Alright. Faraway Oasis or Moo Moo Meadows, two like wildlife tracks. Faraway Oasis is kind of annoying. I would say it's definitely probably one of my least favorite, to be honest, because of the water section alone, and honestly just in general the track isn't that cool in general. I really hate the water part, which is more than half of the track, so honestly it's just a track I don't really enjoy playing on. And even though I have like Moo Moo Meadows fatigue, it plays well. It's actually like sound fun and interesting. Like it's kind of like spread out. It's kind of cool to race on in this game. So choose Meadows. I don't think I have to do that. I already tested this out prior to this. So Peach Stadium or Acorn Heights. This is a tough one as well. I do like Peach Stadium. It is a little like too close. Like it's a little tight at times. And so is Cocoa Mountain, but at least Cocoa Mountain has like the mud you can drive on. But Peach Stadium, it's not hard to stay on the track. It's just kind of like a thing where it's just like, alright, this is kind of really tight for no reason. But still a really fun track. Acorn Heights is definitely very cool. You got that trickable section starting off in the tree. It's just such a cool looking track in general. I definitely like it. This is so tough. I think I would choose I don't know, man. I'm feeling Acorn Heights just because I've had more playtime with that one. Peach Beach or Great Block. Questionable Lagoons. Questionable Lagoons has a couple tough turns, but overall it's a very fun track. So is Peach Beach. They changed it up entirely. It's not even like a basic track anymore, but I think for right now, I prefer Ruins, just overall. Peach Beach is still a little basic. Salty Speedway. Dry Bones Burnout. You may notice a trend with this video and what I have to say about water courses. Water courses for me, if there's like a huge train of water, I still haven't really officially learned how to drive on it just yet. I'm not saying it's like the hardest thing, I'm just saying it's a little like wonky at times, and I don't really care for water type tracks at all. So as for Dry Bones Burnout, I kinda liked it at first, and I'm not saying I dislike it at all, but the little ending section is a little tough to get used to, and just kind of the second half is a little jarring, especially the first couple times, but it's still a really fun track to play on. I definitely want to get better at it. I want to get better at all the tracks, this is no question. It's Rainbow Road. Toad's Factory is a classic, but man, Rainbow Road in this game, just it's so different, dude. It's gonna be hard to go up against it. Dandelion Depths or Baz's Castle. I really want to like Dandelion, but I just have not had good experiences on this track at all. It looks pretty. It's a really like beautiful track. So I give credit for that. But Baz's Castle is already one of my best tracks, and I love playing on it anytime I play the game. Sometimes I'll go in versus mode and play it alone. So it's just such a fun track. Decay Pass is Starview Peak. I don't really care for Starview Peak, honestly, especially the ending, like the second half. Always has to do with water. That watery type area. I just don't care for it. It's kind of slow and sluggish at the end. I don't like it at all. And I don't see the first half is pretty basic and boring, to be honest, so I don't really care for the track. So, Decay Pass, you win this time. Wario Shipyard and Koopa Troopa Beach. Koopa Troopa Beach is a pretty basic track, but still fun. And Wario Shipyard, pretty sure this is like a UK name for it or something. It's a little wonky, but it's still pretty fun for being a water track in my opinion. I think Wario Shipyard was one of the tracks I was really looking forward to when it was first announced, and I was a little let down at first, but it's kind of grown on me since then. But I think I gotta choose Koopa Troopa Beach here, probably, because it has a Boo Cinema. Boo Cinema is a very cool premise. It has a little filter in the middle of the track. Just a cool track overall. Desert Hills feels like an entirely new track, but even though it's a little fun, it's not that fun, in my opinion, so I gotta go with Boo Cinema here. Wario Stadium or Sky High Sundae. Sky High Sundae grew on me so much in this game. It's a little bit of taking used to, especially with the, you know, in-air, like, tricking and trajectory system, but I do like it. Wario Stadium does not feel like Wario Stadium at all. They obviously had to kind of like dumb it down, shrink it, but I think overall I prefer Sky High more. Sheep Falls or Cocoa Mountain. Sheesh, I don't know. I gotta go Cocoa Mountain here, probably. I really love that track. It's so fun to play on. Crown City is a fun track to play on, for sure. Definitely over Whistletop, in my opinion. Dino Dino, probably choose that one. Airship or DK Spaceport, definitely Airship there. Shy Guy Bazaar, Faraway Oasis. I think Shy Guy Bazaar takes this one for sure. Peach Stadium or Peach Beach. Peach Stadium is such a fun track, I love playing on it. Mario Bros. Circuit or Moo Moo Meadows. Definitely gotta be Mario Bros. Circuit, I think. It's, you know, it shows you all the things you get to do in this game just fine. So, it's such a perfect first track. It's nothing like a Marco kind of situation with like Luigi's Circuit or you know, Toad Circuit and Mario Kart 7. It's like actually a fun first track to play on. Salty Speedway or Toad's Factory? Definitely Toad's Factory. It's so fun in this game. Dandelion Depths or Starview Peak? I played Starview Peak so much on this game. It's kind of annoying because it comes up so much. I feel like if I hadn't played it so much, like, I would probably like it better, but like I've had enough races to kind of be like, alright, this is kind of so draining to play on. Same thing with Dandelion, but they are both very beautiful looking tracks, do not get me wrong, but I might prefer Dandelion, probably, for sure. And Kern vs. Great Lagoons, this is a tough one. I'd probably go with Great Lagoons because it's such a fun track overall. Both these tracks are so beautiful. Desert Hills or Royal Shipyard? I think I gotta go Royal Shipyard, probably. Yeah. Royal Stadium, Cheap Cheap Falls. Cheap Cheap Falls, I haven't talked about that one yet. Very fun beginning. Very fun second half as well. However, the second half is a little clunky, but I think Royal Stadium, the ending turn, is kind of like a little weird to kind of control. It's not a hard turn by any means, it's just like a little too tight sometimes. So I had like a race or two that I already got screwed up on by getting hit, and I couldn't really kind of fix my alignment, and I got passed by multiple people. Cheap Falls, very easy to get bombarded in the second half of the track, but still pretty fun track. I see myself liking it more in the future. I see myself having the same kind of feeling about this track as I did with Shy Guy Falls, where I don't really particularly care for it right now, but I see myself liking it more, probably years down the road for sure. No question. Ground City or Dino Jungle? Probably Dino. It's such a fun track. DK Spaceport. Yep, for sure. Bezos Castle. Peach Stadium. Toad's Factory for sure, man. I don't like Dandelion, to be honest. Blue Cinema. There's just more to offer in that track, so Akron Heights definitely over Royal Shipyard. This is tough for some reason. Cheap Falls or Dry Bones Burnout? See, another thing about Dry Bones Burnout is like there's so much room for like shortcuts that I haven't discovered yet on my own. It's such a cool looking track. I don't know, this is so tough actually. I'll probably go Cheap for sure. Sky Sunday or Cocoa Mountain. Cocoa Mountain might be a top 3 for me, at least top 5. Dino for sure over DK Spaceport. DK Pass, I have to really think about this one. It's not a bad track. I really love it. I love DK Pass a lot. Am I just having recency bias about Peach Stadium? Or am I having a nostalgia bias over DK Pass? DK Pass or Peach Stadium? Ooh, I think I gotta choose DK Pass here. It's just such a fun track to play on, dude. Airship Fortress all day. Toad's Factory for sure. Akron Heights probably just barely edges it out. Ooh, see, I'm remembering what I said about earlier about Great Lagoons, but you know, still a fascinating track. I'm trying to think critically of Rainbow Road. It does have a little repetitiveness to it, where it just does feel like you're driving on a basic road, pretty much just like Eddie in the actual like point A to point B type situation for the 90% of the game. But man, I don't know, man. This is tough. I'm not trying to choose Rainbow Road. all the time because it's such an easy thing to do when you see it for the first time. Great Black Ruins is a fun track. Rainbow Road, you get to go fast all the time. I think I prefer Great Black Ruins, dude. It's just, I don't know. I love drifting. I love drifting so much. There's a little tough turn on it, but Rainbow Road has a little bit of sections that just kind of feel bland to me. It doesn't ruin the track by any means. It's still a fast-turning track, but I might choose Great Block Ruins here, possibly. I know that's gonna be a hot take for this Dino. DK Pass for sure. Bowser's Castle. Toad's Factory. Just love that. I definitely probably for Rainbow Road. I think Dino Jungle, the water sprouts have screwed with me so much. And the dinosaurs are a little tough to avoid sometimes. It's not the hardest thing by any means, but they do get in the way sometimes, so I gotta choose Rainbow Road here, probably. Coco Mountain. Ooh! Airship Fortress. Two tracks that were in Mark RDS. Both for different reasons. Airship Fortress. Coco Mountain. Dude, this is so tough. I do good on Airship Fortress, but I also do kind of decent on Coco Mountain. I think I prefer Coco Mountain. It's just, I don't really like the end of Airship Fortress is a little like hard to get used to, because I don't know when the little spiral's gonna end, and I kind of like have a little mess up when I go for too long. I think I'm choosing Coco Mountain here, for sure. DK Pass, yeah. I think it's gonna be Bowser's Castle. That's one of my best tracks. Airship Fortress, DK Pass. I think it's gonna be Airship, possibly, yeah. Ooh, probably Bowser's Castle, without hesitation. Airship Fortress, Great Question Block Ruins, probably Airship. I'm just way more familiar with it. The final one. Coco Mountain is very fun, but I think I prefer Bowser's Castle because it's such a fun track to play on. The beginning is a little awkward, too tight for my liking, but other than that, Bowser's Castle is one of my favorite tracks in the entire game, so I'm choosing that one. Alright, I'm guessing Bowser's Castle won the entire thing, so we're gonna go down. We're gonna see how accurate this might be. Oh my god, so many ads. Warrior Stadium, last place. Desert Hills, 29th. Can this get out of my way, please? I guess not. Snowview Peak, 28th. Okay, this is really annoying. Salty Speedway, Peach Beach, Faraway Oasis Mars Circuit. Probably not that low. So this isn't necessarily fair. I'd say it's probably a little bit higher. Sky High Sunday might be higher too. Motor Shipyard probably as well. Cuba Beach would definitely not be under Dandelion Depths. Drought Bones Burnout, Moon Meadows, Shy High Bazaar. But I gotta close this out somehow. I don't know how. Blue Cinema, Peach Beach, Marble Circuit, DK Spaceport, and in the top 10, Great Block Ruins, Acorn Heights, Cheap Falls. I don't know about that one, but DK Pass, Dino Jungle, and top 5 is Coco Mountain. At number 4, this might be a hot take. This isn't possibly true, by the way, but Rainbow Road. At number 3, we have Toad's Factory. At number 2, we got Airship Fortress. And at number 1, we got Bowser's Castle. I might definitely agree with that top 4, possibly. Obviously, the top 10, everything might change a little bit, but pretty accurate to probably how I actually feel about all these tracks. So let me know if you guys agree or disagree in the comments, and you know, you guys try this out and post what you guys get in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.